Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tracetainment, and I hope that your day or night, whatever time you're watching this video, is going great. Thanks so much for tuning in with me. It's a pleasure to have you here. And if perhaps you're new to the channel, do not forget to click the subscribe button so you don't miss none of the videos that I post. In today's video, we have to talk about this because this is being asked a lot. What is RFK Jr. going to do when he gets into office? What is he going to look into? What does he plan to change? What does he plan to take away, like vaccines and whatnot? And President-elect Donald Trump explains it very well. He explains what the process is going to look like, what things do they plan on changing, what things do they plan on looking into. Because if you take a step back and you look at what's going on elsewhere versus what's going on here, you'll notice that there's a big difference between the two. And you know, President-elect Donald Trump looked at what happened his first term and just trying to make sure that things are taken care of the right way this time around. Check this video out.
Can I follow up on Robert Kennedy? He's on the Hill today. He's meeting with senators. What do you say to people who are worried that his views on vaccines will translate into policies that will make their kids less safe?
No, I think he's going to be much less radical than you would think. I think he's got a very open mind, or I wouldn't have put him there. He's going to be very much less radical. But there are problems. I mean, we don't do as well as a lot of other nations, and those nations use nothing. And we're going to find out what those problems are. And another thing that came up, the dinner was fascinating because I had Bobby and I had, again, the head of Pfizer. You know who that is. He's a highly respected man who has run an incredible company. Likewise with Lilly, the top two people. And we had the head of the industry also. So all companies were represented. And I said, let's have it out now a little bit. And you know what came out of that meeting is that we're paying far too much because we're paying much more than other countries. And we have laws that make it impossible to reduce. And we have a thing called the middleman. You know the middleman, right? The horrible middleman.
You see, that's what I like about President-elect Donald Trump. You know, he looks into things and he dives right into it to see what's going on. You know, how can we make change? Because this time around, there was such a huge mandate for change. The people want change. The people are tired of what's been going on for quite some time. And over these past few years, it's been very rough for a lot of people. And there was time to get some change. You know, the people wanted their concerns addressed, and President-elect Donald Trump did that. He addressed their concerns, told them the things that he would do to fix it, and then now look, President-elect Donald Trump looking into things that are important to the people.
That makes more money, frankly, than the drug companies, and they don't do anything except they're a middleman. We're going to knock out the middleman. I'm going to be very unpopilar after that statement. I don't know who these middlemen are, but they are rich as hell. And we're going to knock out the middlemen. We're going to get drug costs down at levels that nobody has ever seen before. And that really, I tell you, we spent more time talking about that with Bobby and with the executives and Oz, all of them. We spent more time talking about that than anything else.
Wow.
Thanks, President Trump. What about the polio vaccine?
Well, I'm a big believer in it, and I think everything should be looked at, but I'm a big believer in the polio vaccine, the Salk vaccine.
Do you think schools should mandate vaccines? Do you think schools should mandate vaccines?
I don't like mandates. I'm not a big mandate person. So, you know, I was against mandates. Mostly Democrat governors did the mandates, and they did a very poor thing. It was, you know, in retrospect, they made a big mistake having to do with the education of children. You know, they lost like a year, 2 years of their lives. The mandate was a bad thing. I was against the mandate.
Look at that. President-elect Donald Trump, he understands, and he's looking into things to get some change done because there was such a huge mandate for change. Like, this was the biggest comeback ever. And what I like about President-elect Donald Trump is he understands. He understands what the people are dealing with. Enough's enough. People are tired of it. And you know, President-elect Donald Trump, he's putting the right people in the right position to make sure that change get done because that's what the mandate was for. The people have had it rough over the last few years. The cost of living, the cost of medicine, the cost of groceries, the cost of fuel, the cost of the vehicle, the cost. You know, people feel like everything went up except for their paychecks. And it's tough on a lot of people. They just want things affordable again. Let me know what you guys think about today's video in the comment section. That'll be a wrap for today's video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care.